Show me the thing! Welcome back to Featured Fan Builds. I'm Captain Xavier, and once again we're going to be looking at some amazing builds sent in by you guys. If you'd like to have your build featured, the email address to send it to is captain.xavier.fanbuilds@gmail.com. Please make sure your pictures are in focus, are preferably landscape because they look better on camera, and don't have your feet in frame. A nice background helps. I mean, you went to the trouble to build the thing, you feel like it's worth showing off. Give it a nice background so it looks good in the video. Anyway, let's take a look at our first build. This one was sent in by Wolfpack and it is his blaster that he calls Tomas. I'm probably pronouncing that wrong, but that is apparently the Native American, a Native American word for the Great Wolf. And here it is. This is an integration of 11 different blasters. A Brute, a Praxis, a Crossbolt, a Rough Cut, a Recon, a Retaliator, a Dual Strike, an Arrow Fury, a Legend Fire, a Long Shot Front Gun, and an Ion Fire all gave their lives to put this magnificent thing together. And as you can see, it is gorgeous. I really, really like how this one came out. It's just lovely. Everything about it is beautiful, and I like it. I like the way the things light up. I like the lines. I like the paint job. Yeah, this is just a gorgeous build. Well done, Wolfpack Nerf. Next, we have a submission by Danny, and as you can see, it is a long strike. It has, for the main blaster, it has a XBZ integrated into it and uses an inline hopper. That's what the hopper is on the top. Later on you'll see how he's done some cosmetic work to make that look a little bit better. And if that wasn't enough, that's fairly nifty. I like how well the XBZ fits in there. But he then decided, since he went with the top inline hopper, there was then nothing coming out of the barrel, and this is where he took it to the step that made me really want to talk about it. He put an AirTech 2000 in that front area where there would have normally just been a barrel, and the pump is right below that, and then below that he has a Baron Master Key. So he's got it all, really. He's got his long range on the top, he's got his mid-range on the bottom, and then he's got his Shield Buster Mega Tank Super Zombie Killer on the bottom, and it really came together nicely. And then I like how he did the plating using one of those weird, not very functional crossbow things to create a housing for the hopper, which looks so much better. That's my big complaint about the inline hoppers. They're very functional, but they're hideous. He found a way to make it look good, and that is really, really cool. So well done, Danny. Next, we have Alan, and he has a pair of blasters that are, again, very, very cool. He has a flintlock pistol build, and I've seen a couple of these. One was recently on Facebook that was really, really pretty, but this one did something that I don't think I've seen anyone else do. He did it using the double down, which means it's a side-by-side double-barreled flintlock pistol, which did actually exist. There are accounts of that exact design, and this is just really, really well done, and I really, really like it. The other one is even weirder. This he refers to as the G.PEC, the Ghostbusters Proton Energy Cannon. And it is an integration of, clearly, a Doomlands Vagabond, but then he's also taken out the guts of one of the Nerf laser tag blasters and integrated that in, and both of them are still functional. So it is both a functional dart blaster and a functional laser tag blaster, and I really don't think I've ever seen anybody do that. It then also has a GoPro mount because, of course it does. This thing is just fantastic, and I like it. Alright, the last one that I'm going to talk about comes to us from Duzlin, and he refers to it as the Vulcan MK5 Zvero Boy Heavy Machine Gun Emplacement. And that's a very fitting name, because that's what it is. It is functionally a deplorable. It is a Vulcan with a afterburner built into it, because with the length of that barrel, you pretty much have to, or it just wouldn't work. He has then done, as you can see, an incredible amount of really cool cosmetic work. A lot of it was 3D designed by him, the back housing that covers the original grip and the power switch and all of that. The trigger system that he's got set up. I believe the triggers that are in the handles are the rev triggers, and then there, I assume, is a center button that is the fire, the way that a 50 cal normally works. There's a center button that you press, and then those two side ones are the rev, which is a beautiful way to do it. I really like that idea. It then does take an ammo can. Those ammo cans hold Vulcan belts beautifully. It holds a 75 round belt. He has upgraded the internals so that it can support that extra belt, and apparently it cuts down on jamming considerably. The can is mounted on there the way they do mount on regular, on real large guns. It hooks on, so it's easy to quick swap out if you've got extra cans. Long barrel with some cosmetic work on it that looks lovely, and then it does in fact have a blast shield to protect you from incoming ordnance. And it's fantastic. It's just everything about it is really, really well done. And apparently he is in fact planning to make a kit for this that will be sold. So stay tuned for that. There's apparently a fair amount of modifications and alterations that still need to happen to the design, but I'm really looking forward to this. I would love to have something like this in some of the things that I have planned for the makerspace. Could definitely do with a heavy gun emplacement. So very, very cool Duslin. All right then. I already talked about how to get your stuff featured, so we're going to go straight to the slideshow.
Shut up and sit down. Shut up and sit down. Shut up and sit down.